So today's R32 modification is going to be paddle extensions for your paddle shifters. So if you're not familiar with the VW paddle shifters, a lot of people expect them to stick up and be real bulky and stand out, but they're really not. There's one right here for downshifting, and the upshift one is right here. So here's the back of the paddle shifter, and the way I grab it would be like this. And it's not bad. It really feels perfect, like the finger groove. They really got that right, like the ergonomics of it. And I found these ones online pretty cheap. I mean, a lot of guys are paying, I'll show you inside, hundreds and hundreds of dollars for these. So like I was saying with the paddle extensions, some guys are paying like a lot of money for them. And I mean, they have all kinds. These are aluminum, these are just one brand. Different finishes, your carbon fiber. So looking at the $300 paddles, I mean, they're not stick-ons, they're gonna clip on. You're gonna have to remove that other piece, and there's no hole for your finger, like that little slot that I was talking about. So you can buy these $450 titanium paddles that'll last longer than your VW when that rusts away, or you can just buy $20 paddles. I haven't tried them yet. Of course, I just held them up to it, so you know, it just sticks on the back there, it's going to stick on there, and that's what it would be like. So this is a really good angle right here to show you it. The edges of it are like a silver chrome, and then the flat part is a machined finish. And it really matches everything in the R32 quite nicely. You know, as far as the trim and the dash trim and stuff like that. So I wouldn't get carbon fiber, I went with these ones. So just to show you what they're going to look like, you know, when you look from the outside, this is what it looks like now behind the steering wheel. And then once I put them on, I'll show you. I'm sure they're going to stand out a lot more. Okay, so that was definitely a good idea to clean the back of them really good with soap and water to get any dust off of it. And I just vacuumed the R32 today. Okay, so I have one installed now. And I was afraid that I was going to lose the ergonomic feel you had with the VW paddles from the factory. Because they were pretty good. I mean, they designed them really well. The way they fit in your hands, it's just like an Xbox controller, I'd say. So what I'm talking about with the feel of the paddle shifter is it has this like slot on the bottom here, and I usually just use one finger that sits in that and then one more finger on the paddle. And it's very comfortable, and then you have your other two on the steering wheel with your thumb wrapped around it. So you know you have it like that. And I was afraid that I would lose that feeling. And it would be maybe crappy with these new paddle shifters because you're only going to feel this smooth surface on the back. You're not going to have like your fingers gripping into it. So after it's been on just for a second and putting my hand up, you know, I pressed it on and I used a key and sort of wedged that. Not really wedged it hard or anything, but just using it as a spacer between your paddle shifter and your steering wheel, so that when you're pressing the adhesive one on, you're not really like pressing the shifter. You know, you want to squeeze those together instead of just pulling it towards you. Probably won't hurt anything to just pull it towards you, but you know. And then on the bottom you can do it too, you know, just push them together, don't pull on the shifter. But like I was saying, the ergonomic feel is just perfect because, like I said, I was used to using just one finger and sort of wrapping around, just holding that little paddle on the bottom, and then, you know. And then if you're in a turn, you can always use your shifter to just go up or down anyways. Which happens a lot. Most of the time you're in a turn and the steering wheel's, you know, or you're coming out of a turn and want to go up. And so the way it lines up, just grabbing the steering wheel, that same finger that I like to use sort of lines up with this bottom hole in the paddle, which is pretty perfect. Like, it's very comfortable because it has the nice rounded edges, so you just grab on like that, and then you have your other finger. I mean, I really don't ever see myself holding it way up here and slapping it like at the top. It's always going to be down here. But we're going to go ahead and put the other one on. But I'm already very happy with these. Probably put the link down below, but I mean, it's by your own risk. It took over a month to get these from China, so just threw them on a cargo ship, and there's no fast shipping with these. So we're just going to go ahead and peel this backing off. And you can kind of pull the adhesive off of your paddle when you do this, so you got to be careful. And then maybe press it back onto the paddle so it's going to get a good seat. And I haven't taken it off yet, but you can sort of see it, how it has the ridges in there that matches the VW ridges on the back of the paddle. You probably saw those earlier. So I mean, these are very well designed. It's not just like a cheap plastic smooth cup in here. It's not just smooth behind this adhesive mount. They really actually did some research and did a good job. So now that I have the driver's side one on, I might be able to show you a little bit better. But yeah, that little slot where the hole is here is perfect for the same finger that you used before. And it's very nice, very happy with those. And that's a pretty cheap, easy modification. As far as easy goes, it doesn't get much easier than that. It's just a stick-on. It's not even a bolt-on. So I have a couple other things that I'm working on the R32. I have the forge intake and a couple other things that go along with that. Because I mean, once you put one part in, then you need another part and another part and another part and another part just to make that first part work. So we're just putting these in now, killing time, waiting for more parts to come. And then we have some new sway bar end links and stuff like that to do on the suspension. And yeah, shot of the Tao just for fun. Sometimes we'll do scooter modifications, putting big bore kits in it, making it faster, stuff like that, bigger pistons. But that takes care of this project, so like and subscribe for more videos. Check out part 4 of the autocross video. I put that up the other day. Those are the tracks so far. So thanks for watching, and if you guys have any questions about the R32 or any questions about the modifications, just comment down below. It's like from the outside with the paddles, zooming in on the steering wheel. You can definitely tell now, you know, they really stand out. I mean, it sort of goes with everything else in there, the brushed aluminum. So it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it.